Good morning, everyone. So the phone that I'm recording on is my old phone that I just replaced. So we'll see how that goes. So let me know if you see a difference. If you do, I'll go back to the other phone. But before I continue with today's project, when I was listing the items in the description box, they did not have this aluminum in 20 gauge, and that's the one that I use. I do have a few of these. I did stock up. I did advise you to stock up, but I also went one step further. Some of you may remember I did purchase this. I do have a playlist. It is in that Amazon playlist, I believe, but also I do know how to link now, and I will leave this out so I don't forget to link it, because this is 20 gauge and it works just as well. Actually, it's more for your money. You get more wire and it is much cheaper. So what I did, it comes with two zip ties on it like that. I also added two, and I'm not cutting them off because as this shrinks down, I'll just tighten it. And people did complain in the comments, in the reviews, that it comes undone. That is not the end of the world if you do it the way I show you. Just simply, I've already started this, or ended this, for a project that I'm working on next. Don't cut the zip ties, because if you do, it's going to go boing like a big slinky. Don't do that. Instead, just slip your wire, push it through. It's aluminum. It's nice and soft. Pull it through. Is it a little bit more work? Yeah. But you know what? Times are tough. If you can't get the product that you need, use this. I will show you in the side-by-side. This is the one that I'm working with currently. And this one came off the big spool. They are pretty much the same. You really can't tell. They feel the same. They're nice and soft. So with that, this is what I suggest. If you cannot find 20 gauge wire, don't be afraid. I got your back. I'm just going to put this back on because I am working on a project, and I will get back to this later. But I will leave this out right here so I won't forget to add that into the description box with all my other stuff, my beads. Okay, so the project that we're working on has 4 trees. You don't have to make all 4. If you want to make one, it's a great little tree in a 4-inch hoop. I do have 2 completed, and this one, 1, 2, 4. This one here is ready for the last one. This one here is not. So I will show you how to put the wires on. Also, what I did this morning for you, I made a new playlist, and it is the 4 Seasons Tree of Life. All the parts will be in it. I believe there will be 6 for 4 trees. 1 is the introduction and 4 trees, and the last will be to pull it all together and make it beautiful. And then make it your own. So what we're going to do, take your 15-inch wire, insert it 3 hoop. We did this on all of them. Now, take the one on the right. I'm going to wrap it over and bring it through. And then I'm going to hold on to that. Then I'm going to take this one, pass it over the hoop, bring it up and over. If you'll notice, we have 3 wires on the hoop. Push them together and support your work. You have one coming from under the hoop and one on top. That is exactly where you need to be. Hold them right there and put a few close twists to your hoop, just like this. Don't get too crazy with it. It's not going to matter. Not the way we're going to work on these. These are different. And then I will show you the side-by-side of another project that I did, except I did 2 things different. I used a different wire, and I did not do this technique on attaching and twisting out the tree. But we'll get to that after the project is done. So we're going to wrap that around. And then we're going to take this one, bring it up and over. And now you have 3 wires on your hoop. I don't know why I love orange. I'm so sorry. I've not been in the sun, and I don't use fake stuff. This is the old phone. The new old phone. The phone I was using prior is very old, but it worked pretty good. Let's see what happens with this one. Maybe the lights are a little... I don't know what's wrong. It looks dark. Let me know. Maybe I can lighten it up a little bit. If I stop now, then I'll just miss what I've just done, and I'm not doing that over again. So now wrap your wire around your hoop, and then hold on to that. Take this one here, bring it through your hoop, bring it up and over. You have 3 little wires on your hoop. Slide them together, and now we're putting in a few twists. And that's it. Now we have 12 wires on our hoop and we are ready to go. Now, I did mention, I actually demonstrated in our last tree, which is this one, we do use it as a template so that they're the same. They don't have to be exactly the same, but just an idea of the same. And that is a pretty tree, and this one here is what we'll use for this one as a guide. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take 3 wires like that. Take 2, hold those together, use your thumb. That's why I don't count when I twist, just enough. You can go a little higher, it doesn't matter, just enough that you can hold them like this. That's long enough. Take these 2, because there's 4 wires, and that will look nicer wrapped around the roots, around this. And we'll probably have to add more as we go, and that's just fine. That's what we are expecting to do. And I apologize for the voice and the sniffles, and hopefully I don't sneeze, but I've got some kind of allergy things this year. All right, again, take 3 wires, take these 2, put your thumb right on top of them like that. It does not have to be perfect. And then just add in some twists. Like that. And then just push those together. Go on to your next 3. Instead of making one trunk, we're just adding some dimension and character to what we've already been doing, except we're making 4, and it looks like that so far. Now we have 3 left. I'm going to twist with those. Don't worry if it looks messy. It's all good. We'll tighten those up. Now what we're going to do, just push your roots together. You'll see they go all the way. There's no spaces on the roots, but they're on the wire, but there are spaces in your roots, and that's exactly what I want. I like that look without a slip knot, because I can't make one right now because my hands hurt. So be kind to your hands. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out, well, we have 2. This one here, and this one. This is spring, this is summer, and they are not exact. They don't have to be exact, but if you look, when I say make a template, use it as a template, you can see where I use the 2 zip ties, 1 on each, is a good representation of the height that I want all 4 of my trunks to be. I hope you understood that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that right on top, and let's take a side look at it. And guess what? They are exactly where I want them to be. That doesn't happen often. Look at that. Girl's getting good. Alright, I have been doing this for a long time. Just not this technique. What I am going to do now, though, is apologize for my stomach being noisy. I'm going to use a zip tie. I suggest that you buy some zip ties. These are actually a little bit too long, but that's okay. So, oops, if you hear any crazy noises and I have to pause, I do have a harness on Miss Abby for a good reason. She's been hiding a lot lately under the bed, and I don't know why. I do want to keep an eye on her. I just have the harness. I don't have the leash on her. She's not loving it. She's a little bit aggravated, but she'll deal with it. As a matter of fact, we had tried to do this before and introduce her and Finn together, and she hates his guts. So, for anyone that doesn't want to hear about my cats, I'm so sorry. But they are my babies. Now I'm going to use these. You don't have to. I just want to push them together. These are also, I keep saying plastic tip pliers. They say nylon. I've linked them 100 times in these, probably in every one of these. You okay? She don't like it. Okay, I'm going to take that off. I'll be right back. Oh, honey. How come it won't let me pause? I'm sorry. I can't pause. Come here, love. I know. I can't get it off anybody. Sorry, guys. On this phone, I guess I can't pause. So, you have to deal with me. I know. Here you go, my love. It's off. Sorry about that. This is what I had on her. She's not loving it, so we're not using it. The other phone I could pause. For some reason, this one here I can't. I'm so sorry. So now what I'm going to do is, don't like to use these. Oh, here they are. I have everything over here because I groomed her and I did not clean up after myself. Just clip that off. And now what we're going to do is twist out this tree. So now we're going to take out 4 that want to go. There's 4. And then take out 4 more that want to go. By that, don't crisscross your wires if you can help it. Like that. Now we're going to take these 4 and 4, support your work right there, and put in just a few little bends like that. Little twists. Probably add a few more now or later. We're going to do it again. We're going to take out 4. And we're going to grab 4 more like that. And we're going to put in just 1. I don't like a lot in the middle one. And then we're going to take out 4. Ooh, that doesn't want to go. And 4. And now, just rotate your work in your hands. Don't be afraid to move your work around. And just put in a few bends, a few twists, like that. And now you've established the shape. That's my stomach. I am so sorry. Of your tree. I'm just going to give this another little push. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, I haven't even had coffee in my stomach screaming. I have it over here, but I have not drinking it yet. Oh my gosh. Take 2 and 2. Again, support your work right there. And put in your twists like that. Just a few. I don't count. After the first one, I do try to keep them kind of not the same, but in the same vicinity, because you can always add some more. Because we're still not done. We still need a few more and then room for the beads. Take 2 and 2. Again, 2 and 2. Rotate your work like that. And take 2 and 2. tree looks like this. Sounds like I ate a monster. I am so sorry. I'm going to pause because I'm going to dump these beads that we're going to use, and I don't want to make a whole ton of noise. And then I'm going to drink a little tiny sip of coffee and hope that doesn't kill me. I'll be right back. Okay, I realized I can pause. Didn't know what I was thinking, but I did see it. It's very faint. Getting used to 2 different recording phones now. I don't think I'll be using this one. Anyway, we're going to put in a few little twists on the 2 and 2. I'm only going to do 2 as I go because this wire is very soft. And I'll put 2 right here. You really have to always put 2 before you bead, otherwise it's going to go right onto like a limb. It's not going to look good, I promise you. It'll look awful. Okay, so now what we're going to do, these beads, a lot of these I am not going to use. As you can see, some of them are huge. So I'll be using probably just 4 and 6 millimeter beads on this. And they are bicones. And the 6 millimeter are not bicones. I'll put them in the description box below. And I'm going to use a dangle. I did a tutorial on how to use these, and also I've put them in the description box, probably of the 3 trees. In the introduction, I may or may not, if I remember, but I do have a tutorial on the tool and how to use it. So, with that, these are my favorite beads. Let's see. They should not all be mixed together. That's not a 6, that's an 8. 8s and 10s are in here. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to have to use what I pick up. There we go. Let's see if we can make it to the hoop. And we can. But what I'm going to do now is just grab my needle nose pliers and just put a few little bends in. I do have my work. I'm supporting it from behind just to see if I can make a little bit more space to my hoop and add another bead. I'll show you what I mean. Or not. It might just be enough. And it is enough. I like to wrap it around my hoop and pass it up and go over again. So I have 2 little wires on my hoop. You don't have to do it that way. At this point, you can wrap it again and cut it on the underside. That's not my preference, but you can do that. You can do it however you want. This is my preference. I've been doing it this way for years, and it's going to stay that way probably. Definitely stay that way. And I just like to use my tweezers just to push that little wire down so it doesn't catch. And sometimes if I have one that sticks up a little bit, I'm very fussy. I just get in there with the pointy ones and give it a little spin, and it will not catch because it can't. And there we have it. Now I'm just going to pull a little space right there so that dangles, because that's how I want it to look. And now we'll go to the next one. And that's it, guys. We're going to do this the whole tree. I'm going to start off with something a little bit bigger, and I'm going to alternate big and small. I think these might be too big, but we'll see in a minute. Or I might have to do 2 small and a big. I don't know. We'll see. Or I could use all 4 millimeter bicones, and I really don't want to do that. So we're going to do it this way. I like that. I think it's very beautiful. I do like the clear the best. Still not sure about alternating every other one with a bigger bead. I might do it a little bit less. I don't know yet. I'll decide, as I go. I'm trying to be neat today. There we go. Next one. think I'll put 2 bicombs here. Since I took that harness off of Miss Abby, she is now eating. She wanted nothing to do with food until I took that off. It's just something that we're trying, that I'm trying. I don't even know if I like this idea. At first it was supposed to be so that we could introduce the cats to one another, give them space, but not allow them to chase. And we have had Finn now for 3 years, and she still hates his guts. So that will never change. But I also like to keep a closer look on her because she is old, and I know she's not seeing quite well. But lately, she does not want to come out of the room during the day like she used to for a couple of hours. And she's been staying under the bed a little bit more than what I want, so that's not acceptable. So last night I went into the living room, put the light on low, and she came out and stayed for a while, which made me very happy. So, if you don't want to hear about my cat, I'm sorry. She's my baby. Oh, we see bumper stickers. Let me tell you about my grandson. Let me tell you about my honest student. Been there, done that. Let me tell you about my cats and my trees. Okay, now I'm going to wrap that, pull it up, over, up, and pass it over. And bring it up. I'm trying to get through this tree and the last one because I do have things that I need to get done that I've been putting off. Because, guys, the weather here is crazy. It was so hot that we put the air conditioners in, and I have been freezing ever since. I mean, really cold, like with the sweatshirts. But I started changing out the winter and the spring clothes, and I still have to finish doing mine. Oops, sorry about that. I'm just putting in a few twists on these next two. And this one here, I hope doesn't go into an hour because I could not pause for the removal of the harness on Miss Abby. I'm sorry about that. I am not alternating every other because I didn't like the way it was looking. So I'll just put them on whatever I think will fit. Bring it to my hoop. Wrap it over again. Pass it up. Push it down. I'm going to bring it up and pass it over. So this tree here is my interpretation of winter where I live in New England. And I'm saving the fall for last. And if you just want to make a 4-inch tree in a 4-inch hoop, use the 20 gauge right now. Either wire, I'll show you which ones are available, because one may not be available for a while, and that one there is my favorite. Unless it comes in, honestly, I don't know. But I do have an alternative for you. Be kind to your hands. So, if you haven't seen the bases that I got, by now you've probably, if you've listened to Donna, she is my, oh my gosh, she is a godsend to me with this channel because she's so much, she is just really good with the technology part. But anyway, in her last tutorial, she did mention that she is in Mississippi and she's from Oregon. And now I will share with you, because she already has, that she's the one that gifted me the pieces that I made the 2 bonsai trees on that I absolutely love. And I still have one left to do, and that's on the mahogany. I don't know if you can see it. It's over here. And when I make it, and this one here is the biggest. When I make it, I will leave the other 2 right now. They're in a display case, actually, on top of my dresser, because I really like them and I don't want them to get dusty. I will display them back over there so you can see them, because I love them. And I'm not great outside of a hoop, but I did a great job. I am really, really pleased with the work that I did on those. And if you just go to my homepage and look on videos, they're also in shorts. You'll be able to spot them right away. They're beautiful. And with that, I'm going to make another one after I finish the last tree for this project. And then part 6. These are four trees, 6 parts. I'm going to show you how to connect them all, and I will put them in the playlist 4 seasons. See, now you don't have to do 4 seasons. Now this is my thought, unless you want to use a bigger hoop. But let's just say, for example, you have 4 children and you would like to create a tree of life, either separately for your children or grandchildren, or ooh, geez, that went flying, in a 4-inch hoop. For a beginner, it's the simplest. The way I'm going to show you to connect them would look wonderful in an entryway because it's long, or a regular window size. My suggestion, when I sell them, I include 2 suction cups, one for the top and one for the bottom, just to anchor them. So that's just another little tip. So they're great for birthstones. They're great with beads, seed beads, crystals, you name it. They all work. And this is what I'm showing you with this project, how they all work. I was going to put some seed beads on here, but I don't need to because I have the crystals, so we're just going to work with these. Besides, it's winter. So we're just going to call this ice. Icy, icy. So I just glanced over and I do have looks like an 8mm. This one here is definitely a 10. So I'm going to put a couple of bicones, and then I will use this one here. And then a bicone. I'm just kind of like switching it up a little bit. If I had 6 and 8, or even round in bicones, I would swap, and alternate with those. Oh, and the pink one, I don't want to accidentally get on my tree. But anyway, this is how I'm doing it. And I think it looks good. Looks like diamonds. Very pretty. And wait until you see the last one. Very, very red. Fiery. I had to pick through the seed beads with the wire because I did not have enough. Well, I have enough beads, without a doubt. But different colors altogether. And crystals, I have a ton of them they're all mixed in another container. Because when I got them, that's what I did with them. That's when I was making 4 seasons all the time. And I don't really do them like that anymore. Or maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I might start throwing stuff on my Etsy again. Just to get it out of the room. Get it off my board. Oh, look, see? And here is a 6mm bicone. That's one of my favorites. We'll throw that on there. That's my phone, guys. If you were here yesterday, you know that it was aggravating me So I did mess around with settings yesterday. I still don't like my new phone, but I don't hate it like I did. I am old school. I'm 65. I don't like change. No. Okay, now we'll put some bicones, maybe 2, to get past that big one. You okay? Sorry guys, this is what I'm talking about. I am a little concerned. She does snore, but lately my girl's just not quite. She's okay. She's holding her own. Okay, look at that. That's a pretty one. And let's see, timestamp 32 minutes, even with my talking about my Miss Abby. I did want to say, for everybody that does not like it when I talk about my cats, you guys, you send me photos of your cats and pups. So, I have not put them in a playlist because they're like people, unless you want me to, and I've not even offered that as an option, but I will definitely pause. And there you have it. The watch rings and the phone rings. And I did text my husband to say I'm recording. That's alright, guys. I'm sorry. That has to be good enough. Okay. And see how they were all kind of yucky looking? That's not a really good word, but they're kind of like wonky. They're kind of bent and all that. So what I'm going to do now, because we just completed this section, I'm going to put my work in my hand. I'm going to push up with my fingers, and I'm probably going to do it this way. However you can get in there. Let me just move these. This will work. Push up with your fingers, down with your thumb, if you choose. If you want to go in and just tweak it up, you can do that too. I choose not to, if I don't have to. But this is a good way. Just actually, while I put the little bends in, you can watch how nice and straight. See how spacey they are? This one here is going like a hill. Yeah, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix this one first. Gentle little bend and pull it down. See, nice and straight. Now we're going to work on these two here with this one wire. Gentle little bend. And now with this one here, this big limb here, that should fix this. There's actually one bead too many on there, and that is just okay. Pull it down. There we go. Nothing broke. Everything looks good, and we're ready to carry on. You can do this. You know, if you can twist a wire. I keep getting little notes here and there and emails and whatnot. You're killing your hands. Guys, be kind to your hands. Trust me. Someone who has a hard time holding a pen, I can do this. I have a hard time with pinch, and I have a hard time with a pen. But aluminum wire, 20 gauge, You can go to 22 if you want. I think that's what Donna uses. Check out hers, and I don't want to quote that if it's not. I do have 24 gauge, and that is too thin to work with for me for a project. But again, the aluminum is not my favorite. It's always been a jewelry wire, but currently I have plenty of it that I can't work with yet. I should say today, because I want that there. Okay. I do have a project that I do want to work with that in, and I will most likely not record it, not because I don't want to share, but because I can do it in the other room, and it is an order. So it's not something I haven't already done. It'll be in a 10-inch hoop. Okay, so now I'm gonna support that because this one here again is a little bit long looking. Hold on to it and just give these a few little bends like that. That straightened that one right out, as you can see. And it also shows me ahead of time what to put on this wire. And I will start with, these are 8mm. I'll show you the difference. The one I just put on is an 8mm, and this one here is a 6. Can you see the difference? And I'll actually put on a 4mm bicone. Oops. They want to get away. They don't want to let me show you. So that's an 8. Next to that, you see the 6. See the difference? And that one is a 4. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to slide them all right down onto that wire. Oh, I found a pink one. We don't want pink on this clear winter tree. We definitely don't want yellow. No. That would be horrible. Every now and then I do find an odd color bead. I have actually made a clear tree and found a pink bead on it, because this is the way I work, and I scoop them up and whatever's on here gets thrown into the container gently. Okay, enough. Let's just move quick for a minute. Just pull that nice and tight. Pass it up. I'm going to put a few twists just to get past this big bead. And I will twist with this wire. It's a little bit longer, even though my wires are long. There's another pink one. So you can hardly notice it. Oh, that's even a seed bead. You've got to go. I forget what I was going to say. I saw that shiny bead. Yesterday my throat was hurting from coughing and sneezing. It's allergies, and my throat is all dry and just I sound horrible. So I told my husband, listen, I need to, my throat is killing me. I need to take a break, so don't talk to me. He said, thank God. Oh, yeah, he's a keeper. He likes it when I have when I can't talk. Except for when I ignore him, then he don't like it. Okay. Every now and then I get one that doesn't want to go, but in the end it does not stick. So that's why I like to do it that way. And give it a little tug. So stick around for the next one, because that one there is the fall tree. It'll be beautiful. But most importantly, after we have all 4 trees, that will be part 5, because part 1 was the introduction. Part 6, if you skip anything, don't skip part 1, 2, and 6, because 1 will show you the introduction to the project. 2 will show you 1 tree, and 6 will show you how to put them all together. And I'm doing it that way so that you have in front of you, and they're all together in the 4 Seasons playlist with just these trees. And I'm doing it like that so you don't come back and leave comments and, well, what do I do for this? It's there. I promise you, I'm making it this way to make it easy for you, because this is an easy project. It's easy on your hands, and it is a pretty one. So with that, I do make shorts, and I noticed that I did get 4 new subscribers on the spring tree. It is that pretty, guys. When I make a short and I say follow me, let me know if that's how you started following me. I am trying to keep it real and pretty with the knowledge that I have and the computer skills that I lack. But here we go. This is so far our winter tree. We have 2 sections left. We're at 41 minutes. I don't want to pause, but we're going to twist these 2. Like that. And then, then we have 4 left. Actually, I'm going to finish these 4 wires, and then I'll come back, and then we'll do the last 2 together at least, because I want to add that. So I will pause. And I did it. I had to climb up on a stool to get to the top of the dresser in a basketball display case to show you this. And for everyone that's new, this one here is the one I was talking about. I am not good at doing a bonsai tree, and this came from Oregon, and it was hand-picked, cut, and look at this, if that's not absolutely stunning. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever made, my favorite piece. I'm glad that it's done, because I wouldn't want to do it again. Only because I don't have, I love this. I just don't have any place to put it. So on my dresser I have like another, it matches, but it's a smaller chest of drawers, kind of like a nightstand, but I put it on my dresser. And this and the black one I believe is a snowflake. I don't know. Obsidian. They're in the playlist. They're in the shorts. But anyway, I will show them all again. Check out the shorts. I did do a nice little movie showing them. And this is what I'm going to be doing after I finish this project with the 4 Seasons. And I will be working on this big, humongous piece of mahogany. But anyway, so I went ahead. Now I'm all out of breath. I just want to be able to... Can you see that? Not really. I'm going to put that right there in front of me because I like it that much. Alright, so all seriousness. We're down to the last 2 branches on this winter tree. So I'm going to put a few bicones. I did clean up the mess because I want to set right up for the next one, which is fall. And it is all orange and fiery red. And I think you'll enjoy it. So now, let's put this one onto the hoop. Oops. I kept out a few because I only needed a few. The rest I put over there. I made enough of a mess today. And I am not in a hurry today. I will get the other one done. And then maybe this afternoon, I'll put part 6 assembling them. I am looking forward to that part to share with you because there are several steps, but we'll get it. Now what I'm going to do, because that one there is just a little bit not quite straight, I'm just going to bend that one there, and now it's nice and straight. Now I'll put on a few bicones, just as I did on the other side. They don't have to be even. Actually, I think I did one. And I will put on this little dangle. Again, the tool and a million different beads I made. I have literally hundreds of dangles made. I will show them to you with all different colored beads so that when I want it, it's ready. I started off just doing like 1 or 2 with every project, but realistically, just go to the playlist. I did a really good tutorial that you'll benefit probably more from. Now I'm just going to bring this up. Last one. Just going to push that wire down. Nice and smooth. And I'm just going to move these around a little bit. They don't have to be perfect. The tree is not perfect, but I would like them to be kind of on the same, you know what I mean? I don't want the left up way higher than the right, so I'll just mess around with my tree. That's enough. I'm all done messing around. I'm just going to move everything out of my way, and I'm going to show you what this tree looks like. And that is really pretty. That is my interpretation of winter here in New England. So now we have winter, spring, summer, and the last one is fall. And then we'll put them all together and I will show you how beautiful these little 4-inch trees will look. So again, we have winter, pretty pretty, spring, summer, and fall will be next. So my friends, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this interesting, entertaining video, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye guys.